Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's storm has been a doozy. And by a doozy, I mean looks like 4 potentially tornadoes struck the Tulsa area this evening based on one radar. This brought to us by Braxton Banks. And it's still chugging and churning and burning. And this looks like a pretty decent storm. And then you got your next atmospheric river coming in. And I saw someone on Twitter posted, I will not post the 252 GFS. I will not post the 252-hour GFS. I will not post the 252-hour GFS. I was like, ooh, I'll go look at it. And I guess there were snow weenies getting excited about the possibility of snow for this area right before, on the 21st. But it's 10 days out, so you never know. But what I think is way more interesting is the 384-hour GFS, which you're never supposed to show. But if this were to verify, this would be one very stormy day. And I believe Thanksgiving's on the 25th. So a lot of people would be getting a stormy Thanksgiving. All right, let me point out something. The storm that's happening now might pack a kick and a punch in some areas. I'm clicking through it now in 6-hour intervals. You see a snowy period up here with rain only down there, and then you get a bunch of moisture trying to connect up from Florida. You get your next atmospheric river coming in. This is 42 hours from now. And so you get that storm moving out. So that one's going to be pretty dang interesting if you ask me. Super duper absolute thank you to Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are incredible. I'm now only $825 away from my November 2021 fundraiser goal. Thank you to Bruce, JCR, Catherine, Amy, Greg, and everybody in Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are amazing. If you'd like to contribute, here's how you can do it. Today has been a pretty crazy day, but all things considered, it wasn't too bad, and I'm grateful for that. SpaceX put up its 18th astronauts into orbit tonight, and several people captured the SpaceX launch, plus a fireball, Meteor, coming in low, high, and tight. I guess that's a oxymoron. Since it happened right by the SpaceX launch, some people joked that it was the best photographed fireball ever. I'm pretty lax on superlatives. Here we have Tony Rice, doorbell camera, have turned into valuable fireball research tools. Amen. Alan Bake was waked up, and then he was watching all this happening. Interesting. John Rich in Wichita Falls, Texas, had to go vertical. Tornado action west. You were getting that storm. This is that storm as it's moving to the east. In news that might trigger you, a judge ruled that Texas Governor Abbott's ban on school mask mandates violates federal law. And Kyle Rittenhouse testified in his own defense today. The weirdest, but possibly the most honest Bitcoin ad ever. Bitcoin took a bit of a dump after hitting 69,000. Now it's down to 63, but I think it bounced back up a bit. And people noted that was around the time that Evergrande supposedly defaulted on its bonds, but then there were reports it paid off at least 2. So I saw reports that it did default, and then reports that it kind of didn't. This is definitely a story to pay attention to. This is a $300 billion real estate company going belly up in China. China's head dude Xi warned against Cold War era tensions in the Asia Pacific between, I guess, the USA and China over Taiwan and just in general. So if that's the very worst we got on the Mars Square Saturn today, I'll take it. Chelsea Ballarte, Space Socks initiated. You can now proceed with the countdown to launch, which they did. So if she wants to take credit for good luck socks, be sure and wear them next time. Yeehaw. Super duper shout out to Dizzy and Jen for the Christmas card today. I got some 1991 Thor cards in the mail. This made me very happy. Hope everyone has a very merry circulatory system walking through the kitchen day today. This is from the Watchmen. All right. I'm super duper going into the holidays playing defense, but remaining optimistic and just super grateful that we've made it through, a lot of tough years. France is experiencing the start of its 5th wave of the COVID. It's just so weird, man. In Pennsylvania, I talked about Texas at the top of the bad chart with daily deaths. Pennsylvania, they got beat by California the day before yesterday, and today Pennsylvania had the worst record with 195. Pennsylvania has 12 million people, which is like, a third of a list. Texas has 30 million. California has 40 million. So that's a really high number, Tracy Alloway reporting that Dick Shit allegedly made some trades from his work computer. And by Jove, look at this. If you have made it 5 minutes into this video, brought to us by Paul Byrne through Juno and processed by Landrew79, this is Jupiter rotating and in infrared. And this is definitely super duper cool, in my opinion. You can see the Galilean moons also, but that is so cool it doesn't even look real. But it is really neat. And it almost looks like at some point Jupiter is definitely going to turn into a star and shake off those layers. We know so little about stellar formation. In my opinion, you can have a different opinion. You can be like, hey man, we know like everything there is to know about stellar formation or gas giants. Someone made a joke the other day that Jupiter isn't a failed star, Earth is a failed Jupiter. I was like, oh, that's clever. I left my foxhole and went into the city to check out Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, Venus, and it was nice, but it was muggy, dude. Nobody told me I was going to get bit by mosquitoes, and then I got bit by fire ants. It was muggy, so it feels more like volcano weather than autumn, in my opinion. So yeah, you got some hot spots and dry spots down through here. You get your cold, trying to fight your heat as seasons try to change. So you got your heat here, you got your cold here, and then you got your stormy weather through here. Okay. All right. Yep. It was stormy in some spots today. And so in the next few days, people are definitely be getting some mixed weather in different regions and spots. Blue, snow, green, rain. You get the gist. Hey, remember that M-class flare off the limb? We're talking about the aftermath of a solar flare. Sometimes when you are observing the sun, you see things that just take your breath away, says amateur astronomer Mike Wenz of Felton, Pennsylvania. Such was the case with this prominence on November 9th. We're talking about post-flare loops. Kind of looks like a crab. We got 3 sunspots on the sun right now, forming a triangle. Pacific Northwest needs to look out for some heavy rainfall. Some decent graphics tonight. This brought to us by weather_geek. No matter how many times I see it. OG, that's QG. High tendency always finds a way to amaze me. So this is that storm that will be moving over the USA in the next few days. Beautiful. Mesmerizing. The upper atmosphere is like fluid, for sure. Man, it is going to be cold, or even freezing, in the blue, the snow showers, the rain, snow showers. We're talking about AccuWeather forecasts say an active storm track combined with the prolonged blast of cold air in the east will provide opportunities for many in the Appalachians, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast to see their first snowflakes of the season. Oh, that's cute. That's nice. It's almost winter-like. And it was announced that despite the weekend Twitter poll where Elon said that he would sell if people voted yes and wouldn't if they voted no, Elon had made plans to sell Tesla stock on September 14th for tax purposes for the poll. But yeah, you already knew that, really, right? Yeah, you can kind of see where I think this may have been when his brother Kimball sold, and then this when he sold. And so he sold 10%, and Tesla's down about 13% for the past 5 days. But if you look at it, what is it here? Now go to here. This is like Tesla. This always blows my mind. So this was like Tesla stock, where it was like around, they split it at some point, but for fair value, it was like it's 60, 70 bucks until the plague started. It was like 88 bucks, and then boom. So at one point it got to like $1,200. So that is so crazy. And like 2020, Tesla stock was at like $88. And bam, it just somehow skyrocketed $1,222. That's crazy, bro. And then Bitcoin, like I said, it almost in the same time frame where it was down about Bitcoin really took off. Yeah, around the start of 2020, it fell as low as $5,000 at March 2020, and then bam, it got up to $69,000 just the other day. So wow, the pandemic has really been good for both Elon, Bitcoin, Tesla. Daniel Locale, China's Evergrande defaults. DMSA is preparing bankruptcy proceedings. Yeah, so this whole situation is very weird, but it's something to keep an eye on. Morning Brew, Evergrande, the second largest real estate developer in China, has officially defaulted. Huh. Well, when life hands you a lemon that looks like a lime, I guess makes right. But you got to figure out the ingredients. HPD announced today that the Astroworld incident with Travis Scott will be treated as a homicide. Hey, want to argue with people and call people clowns on the internets over Shiba coin? Well, Twitter's the place to do it, I guess. Here we're taking a peek at the next atmospheric river, which is coming into the Pacific Northwest, including the Canada, the Washington, and the Oregon. California might get a little rain, but it looks like this river is headed north. They say the La Nina temperature outlook ain't too cool. Oh, Elon Musk is now officially in the Texas electricity business. Hey, check out these gorgeous winter conditions in Russia, Siberia today. Now that place looks cool, if not even cold. And check out the dragons of weather over Russia right now. Yeah, it's pretty impressive right there. Look at that thing, man. That looks pretty cool. Although very snowy. But it definitely looks like dragons, in my opinion. All right, everybody, stay cool, be cool, and thank you, Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are amazing, and happy birthday, Semper Fi, hoorah, to the U.S. Marine Corps. Is their 244th birthday today? Maybe 246, 247. Crap, I'm bad at math. All right, God bless everyone. Have a fantastic evening, and tomorrow is Veterans Day, so let's all do our best to thank the people who have been protecting the American way of life the best they can as soldiers. Okay? God bless everyone. Stay cool. I will talk to y'all in the very near future. Oh, and so when I went down to the Buffalo Bayou Park to see that super cool skyline, someone down there was building a Christmas tree, which was really neat. And I took that as a very good positive sign. Even though, yeah, the world is very crazy, and the next 2 months are going to be wild, I'm going to do my best to elevate my spirit and keep my Christmas attitude together. Yeehaw. This is someone in a wedding dress. It's all big and purpley. I think it's a wedding dress. Maybe it's just a dressy dress. Who knows? Anyway, God bless everyone, and thank you. Stay cool. I'll talk to you in the near future.